Hello, guys. Dave's here. Dave here with Dave's Corner. Um, what I wanted to talk to you folks about tonight is the nature of love and relationships. I've been putting a lot of thought into the different kinds of love that are out there and what each form of love can feel like, and how each form of love has such a beautiful purpose, and it's almost like the different kinds of love that you feel are like different um, fruits that you have in a garden. They're all beautiful, they're all wonderful, and they can all be used in excess, and they can all be very addictive to some. Um, but basically, I believe that love itself is not necessarily, you know, I love this person because this person is my father, or um, I love you because you're my sister, you're my husband. Um, I think real love is something more like this. I sense your sacredness. I feel the human in you, and I feel our connection. That to me is what love is. And when I feel a connection with someone, I'm feeling their essence at its purest. I think that, you know, defines love, in my opinion. So, but on a different level, I feel that there are different kinds. There is that beautiful, passionate, um, live for you, die for you kind of love. The kind of love that you have with a soulmate, with maybe a twin, or, a twin soul, shall I say. There's also this kind of love. Oh my God, my heart is just fluttering. Oh my God, I am just overtaken with, I cannot stop looking at you. It's a va 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 room, kind of romantic, falling in love kind of feeling. That's pretty good too. And there's also, um, I love all of our memories together. I just love everything that you've done for me. Thank you so much for taking care of me. The love you have for your father. And there's the kind of love that you have for your mom, especially if you're a gay man. Okay? All of us gay boys, many of us had rock solid relationships with our moms, and there ain't nothing like it. You just it's the most spiritual form of love, that is, familial, and just that feeling to have her arms around you, where you get to just it's like biting into a tangerine. It's just so luscious, that kind of love. So, I do not believe that, real love entails, oh my God, I miss her, I miss him, oh my God. No, if you're feeling like that, that ain't love. That's something else. It, totally calls it an addictive clinging. And I thought about this, and that made a lot of sense, and why people can get addicted to relationships, and they can get addicted to a person. They, get a high when the person's available, and when the person isn't available, they go into a low. And that's when you have people freaking out. They think the person is gone, when in actuality, that person hasn't gone anywhere. You are just freaking out. So, I just wanted to, kind of, give my thoughts on, what real love is, what real love looks like, and how it isn't necessarily something that you can get from the other person. It really is something that you have to feel within yourself. Because unless that core element is there, you are going to be clutching on to that poor person for dear life, because you think that that person is going to give you that love. that person can't do that. The only person who can do that is you. And it's very hard for some to get that. However, think about this. The last time that you felt fulfilled and completely content, I guarantee you were present. That other person just happened to be next to you, but you think it is the other person that is doing that for you when no. You have to do that for yourself. And as someone who has suffered a lot of loss in my life, it was very easy for me to fall into that trap, and I did. And I still am learning to overcome that. That's probably my life lesson right now. And this is why I felt it was appropriate to put a video out about this, because many people want to fall in love. They want to have that beautiful high. But you really don't know what you're signing up for, because love is very easily confused with other things, with doing. If the person holds the door open for me, that's a version of loving me. You tend to base love on what the person does, and that's false, and you are signing up for a life in hell. The secret, I think, to harnessing love in the right way is to stay as present as you can through your breathing, through being grounded, and just letting your presence flow into everything. That's your key, and that will feel like true love. And the good news is that you can do that with yourself. You don't need the other person to do that. You can do that anytime, but you have to be present. If you're not present, you're going to feel alone and you're going to feel lonely. But if you're present, wow, I have everything I need. So I just wanted to give you some thoughts on that, and thank you so much for tuning in. And as a little homework assignment for you, if you choose to do it, I want you to close your eyes and go back to the last time that you felt really content, really happy. Maybe you were in your car driving with someone, or, maybe you were by yourself, or perhaps you were, maybe hanging out with a loved one. And just be there and feel that peace. And now I want you to take a breath, open your eyes, come back to the present, and I want you to ask yourself where your peace came from. Did it come from the other person, if another person was with you, or was it coming from yourself? I want you to think about that. And if your last peaceful moment was by yourself, guess what? No other person could have done it anyway. So anyway, I love Cupid. I love everything Cupid stands for. He's awesome. However, I think he is misunderstood. I think, if anything, he is a personality counselor, because in a relationship, okay, that person, whoever it is your greatest teacher. That person is going to push every single button, whether he or she means to or not, because you have all of your stuff stirring up. So you get to learn. You get to learn about yourself. You get to learn about your strengths. You get to learn about your weaknesses. Byron Katie, she says, you don't have to go to Tibet and live in a monastery to find your guru. You're living with one. So you guys have a good night, and keep each other tight.